January of 2003, my production company Culturebank received the commission to take an Aboriginal dance troupe over for a smoking ceremony and performance for the Cultural Olympiad in Greece. The Cultural Olympiad happens every year before the Olympics in the host country. This year it was in Greece, which is the country of origin of the Olympics, and was particularly auspicious and festive. The aim of the Cultural Olympiad is to rekindle the Olympic spirit and to promote harmony between the nations of the world. It's quite a remarkable achievement for our production company to receive such a high-profile commission, such as the Cultural Olympiad. We are an unfunded company. Through our extensive international work, we've gained a very good reputation, and through that trust in our profile, we gained this commission. Here to have a look over Brisbane, the Yuggera country. Beautiful afternoon. For the commission in Greece, we chose local dance troupe Nunukul Yuggera for their professionalism. Okay, are we ready?
I've had links with them also over the past 12 years with their culture. I'm very familiar with their songs and dances, and although I was going as the production manager and producer of the show, I was invited to be the didgeridoo player, which was a great honour. Dutch-born Silvana van Dijk, co-director of Culturebank, also came as tour manager.
Culturebank's past productions have included collaborations with many different cultures.
Cultures such as African, Cuban, flamenco, Brazilian, Japanese, Chinese, and many others. But the main work we do is with the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders, as this is the culture from our home country. A lot of that work is with the traditional culture. I work with about 6 clans from around Brisbane, as well as 2 Torres Strait Islander clans. These productions are usually performed in city theatres, as well as sometimes travelling to and performing in regional centres and locations. The Aboriginal culture is particularly interesting in that it goes back so long. It actually goes back to the Paleolithic period. At the end of the Paleolithic period, there were great cataclysmic changes, the Ice Age. The Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people survived these cataclysms, and I believe they remain in contact with the sensibilities of that age, a very strong intuition and very close contact with the nature spirits in the land. This is what I find so beautiful about it. I feel this within myself, this connection with the land.
Oh!
As well as maintaining elements of traditional Aboriginal culture, our works focus on contemporary and urban storytelling. The major touring show Arc Dreaming combines these elements, and it's this show that gave us this international reputation. Within these contemporary productions, I'm the musical director and composer, and as well I play multiple instruments on stage, performing with a small to large orchestra. These mixed music and dance productions combine traditional and contemporary, elemental and totemic foundations, with certain protocols and disciplines which invoke a particular feeling, energy or spirit. One might say a modern ceremony. Some are for celebration, others for mourning. Some are reminders of past injustices and moral principles. And some are about the interaction between the two cultures. This is our history. Will we be proud of it? Are we paving the right way towards reconciliation? We can only hope for a future in Australia that involves true collaboration between the two cultures.
My vision was, I saw a vision with the 5 tallest buildings in a city. Of course, there are always banks or insurance companies. In my vision, I saw that one of them was a culture bank. The idea being that corporations, people using culture, actually invest money or pay for the culture. Or a corporation set up as a non-profit organisation to really look after the needs of artists, musicians, dancers and people working in the field of culture. I often have to struggle to achieve what I'm doing. Sometimes I won't eat for 2 or 3 days just to pay for the production equipment. We love the people we're working with. We get a lot of our strength and support from the fact that we're all in the same position. We're all poor, we're all fighting for our rights. We'd all like to see a better world.
In recent years, Australia has seen massive funding cuts to the arts and culture, and ATSIC, the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander governing body, has only recently been abolished, leaving a huge social vacuum in its wake. The Aboriginal people were never afforded a treaty, and now suffer the fate of watching highly paid lawyers and politicians slugging it out for the last pieces of terra nullius, meaning peopleless land.
They want to claim this place now because we sleep here. We sleep here in the 60s. Wow. We slept here, bang. We had to survive on our own. We had to. If we wouldn't do that, we wouldn't be here today. Damn. But the young people, they think they got nothing. They got a lot of future in them. But you can't control them.
I smoke, I sniff paint.
What would you like to do?
Dance.
I'm sick of that hard ways over there. Sticking on. Sticking on. If it was white fellas, they might pull them up, but if it was black fellas, yeah, you pull them up.
They should change their police force because they just pick on all of us young ones when it's not right what they do. All us young black ones.
You gonna say something?
We love you, Uncle.
I love working with other people. I feel that there can be a lot of possibilities to make changes in the world, to express oneself, to celebrate humanity through collaborative works.
My name's Eddie Roscoe. I'm the manager of the dance troupe. I'm very happy that we've been selected to go to Greece. I'm sure that we'll put on a good show for the Greek people over there, and I'd like to congratulate the boys for their hard work and dedication, because their hard work was just paid off.
Started the group, me and my father and sisters, in 1995, and travelled in a few places throughout the world. So we're just cycling up now to go to Greece and getting everything ready.
Yuggera covers a very big area, all of Brisbane, out as far as the Great Dividing Range, south down to Boona. My grandfather's mother was born at Laidley, which is west of Brisbane and Ipswich. She was taken from Laidley and put into a mission just outside of Ipswich when she was about 16, 17 years old. She was a traditional woman whose Aboriginal name was Maminda.
I've been a member of the Nunukul Yuggera dance troupe for about 6 years now. Main reason why I started dancing was to keep myself out of trouble and to explore my culture to the people in the Brisbane and the Ipswich region, and also around the world. That's why I'm travelling with the Nunukul dance troupe. And I'm proud to be a part of the troupe My traditional name is Jabin, which means the Wood City Grub. My English name is John Kevin Parsons.
What's up? My name is Rory, also known as Murray, which is the large red kangaroo. I've been dancing for around 3 years. The dance troupe, introduced by Shannon. Again, it's a privilege to dance with the dancers.
And we're the Goanna people. What that means when I say that is, it's one of our totems, and it's a representation of your family group or your clan. And each family group, they have an animal or a tree that they represent as. So if I was to travel, example, from Brisbane to Sydney, and I said I was from the Goanna people, they'd know where I'm from. The Goanna is also the ancestor, and this animal we treat like a brother, and we don't harm or kill this animal. But if a neighbouring clan wanted to eat this animal, they'd have to come to us and ask us permission. Then we grant them some permission, and they'd have to cook clean and eat him all. Or otherwise, if they didn't do it as we said, well, all our people, all our warriors, we'd be coming for them.
On my father's side, I'm a Nunukul person. The Nunukul people come under the Jundawal nation and speak Jundawal language. Jundawal is a language group belonging to North Stradbroke Island, whose traditional name, or Aboriginal name, is Minjiraba. And our people have been living on that island for over 25,000 years. A lot of our stories of our island have been handed down through song and dance, and a lot of our culture is still very strong today, especially in our hunting, for our crab, our fish, our shellfish, and many of us still go out and eat those traditional foods.
American fire and ya, American fire, one day, Mama Daka. American fire and ya, double man, American fire and ya, American fire, one day, Mama Daka. American fire and ya, double man, American fire and ya, American fire, one day, Mama Daka. American fire and ya, double man, American fire and ya, American fire, one day, Mama Daka.
The seagull is very important to our people. Merigimpa we call it in our language. Merigimpa means two things. It means the highest star in the sky, and it also means the seagull. Now the seagull, he flies around over the ocean. When we see him circling over, we know that all the mullet coming up through the bay. We're the Nunukul people, and Nunukul means the mullet itself, and when people would come to our area, that's what we would give them, and they would feast on the mullet.
There's one story about Buwangan. Buwangan was a dolphin. Many of our people used to sing out to him and clap their spears onto the water, and the vibration would go out to the Buwangan, and he'd round up all the mullet and fish and bring them to the shore so our people can spear them. And after that they'd throw a lot of the mullet out to Buwangan so they can have their, to thank him for helping them.
I've been a part of this dance troupe, Nunukul Yuggera, for about 8 years now, and loved every moment of it. It's showed me the backgrounds of my culture and who I really am, and it's been a privilege to be with the dance troupe.
Gharial is the land curlew bird. It's a warning bird for our people. For example, if one single curlew bird was to come up into our country and call out by himself around us, we'd know that a family member or a friend was going to come and visit us. What if there was many of this bird, many of the Gharial, they'd all call out in a soulful cry. Now this cry, it would echo and shudder through your body, and you would know the difference between a normal cry that they do and this actual cry that you know. We would know then that it was time for one of our family members to pass on and die. And this bird, we believe in our culture that it guides our spirit, our soul back up to the sky country, to Viralija, to God.
Minjeraba or North Stradbroke Island will always be a part of me and will always be in my heart. They talk about land rights. Land rights I don't care about, mainly because it's here in my heart. It will always be there. We won't own the land owns us. And we'll live and die for those lands. And we go back to those lands when we die.
After lengthy preparation and travel, we finally set off to begin a 10-day tour, performing dances and ceremonies on sacred sites in Greece, alongside the most renowned cultural groups, national treasures from around the globe to reignite the spirit of the Olympic flame. In the dry heat of the Mediterranean summer, Athens appears as a model of juxtaposition of the old and the new. From the ruins and tombs, from mathematics, politics, philosophy and architecture, the living continuance of the ancient Greek reality is never far away. The history of theatre in Europe began in Athens more than 5.5 centuries before the birth of Christ. Athenians celebrated the rites of the god Dionysus. It's those rites that were to evolve into what is now known as theatre. But the ritual of theatre is as old as mankind itself.
Okay, are we ready? You want to do a sound check?
when we get home. For you to enjoy the Aboriginal people of Australia.
For the ceremony in Kalamata, we perform with three of the most ancient and earthy cultures in the tour: the Native Americans, the Maoris, and the Hawaiians. The spirits were well and truly alive that night. 3 owls, a shared sacred totem, watched on backstage as we prepared for the ceremony.
We hope you have learned from our ceremony of Australia, Aboriginal people. Respect this earth, and we respect the Greek ancestors for letting us come to this country and do our ceremony.
After the performance, all the cultural ambassadors came together for a big spontaneous dance-up. As we travelled together and shared stories and knowledge from different cultures, I was fascinated with the commonalities in the totems coming together like old friends from the Paleolithic era to celebrate and share their common wisdom. The earliest evidence of food gathering cultures of the Paleolithic period in Greece were found in cave sites, and recent excavations have revealed occupation going back 40,000 years. Olympia was originally a sacred precinct occupied exclusively by temples, dwellings and buildings in connection with the Games that date back to 776 BC, where the Games were held regularly in peace and war for over 1,000 years. Two days of production and preparation, celebration and ceremony began in anticipation of the Cultural Olympiad's sacred opening for the 28th 2004 Olympic Games, staged upon the original Olympic running track. For having the opportunity to perform alongside such national treasures as Paco Peña, the Shaolin and Tibetan monks, the Bulgarian choir, made us very proud and made us realise the value of ourselves to our country and the world. And it really brought home just how important ceremony is to all of us.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. We've got to learn to collaborate together. I think the ethics are very important for the world at the moment. Too much separatism. We need to work together, use the best of cultural knowledge, and help those people who pioneer projects and ideas